Hi everyone, it's Jody from An Eye for Beauty. Today is Sunday, May 10th, 2020, and it's Mother's Day. So if you are in any way, shape, or form a mother, I am wishing you a happy Mother's Day. Enjoy your day. Do something special for yourself to take care of yourself and nurture yourself, because I'm sure you're doing that for everybody else. And before we even pull cards, I want to remind you each and every day to do that for yourself. Don't forget yourself. Nurture yourself. So in honor of Mother's Day, we are going to use these cards, which are the Divine Mother Energy. There is such a glare, so I apologize. Hold on. Okay. Divine Mother Energy cards. And I would like to pull from them today just to see what we need to hear for our highest good. And to tap into that feminine side. So we're going to pull 3 cards asking for what we need to hear today. So we have card number 1, we have card number 2, and we have card number 3. Okay. So card number 1 is blessings. This card is really asking you, no matter how big or how small the blessing might be, do you notice them? Can you take the time each day, you wake up in the morning, and say 3 things that you're grateful for? What are you grateful to have been blessed with that day? Or maybe do it at night. And maybe if it's not something you do, maybe you can start to incorporate it in your day. What are 3 blessings? Maybe simply it's a beautiful day outside, which it is right now. That's why I'm saying it as I'm taping this. Maybe it is, thank God I'm healthy. What a blessing. Maybe it is you received some income, a blessing. Or you went to the food store. If you're hearing this message during the time of the global pandemic, it's not as easy for us to get out. It's like an ordeal. The mask, the gloves, all the stuff. You got to clean everything. You have to wipe everything down. So maybe you got out today, and that was a blessing. No matter how small it is, maybe somebody called you and you haven't heard from that person and you really feel blessed to have heard from them. Whatever it is, start to take notice and acknowledge and thank the universe for the blessing. Because the more that you create this feeling and sense of gratitude, the more you are going to attract more blessings into your life. So that's card number 1. Card number 2 is the most powerful card in the deck, and the card is God. And the card says, I step out of the way and surrender any need for control in order to make room for God's healing love to flow through me and the situation. Now, if you're hearing this message during the May 10th week, we are going through this global pandemic and have been for about 2 months now. And many, many emotions are surfacing because of it. It could be anger. Maybe you lost a loved one. It could be sadness. It could be fear. It could be worry. It could be anxiety. There are so many different emotions surfacing. But do you understand that you're not in control? None of us on the human level are in control. You are in control of how you react to a situation. You are in control of how you honor yourself, how you honor your feelings and emotions, how you honor your physical body, how you honor the sensations inside of the body, how you honor your loved ones and those around you. But you are not in control of really what's going on. God is. God has a plan, and I don't know what it is. That's the unknown. None of us do. But he does. And we have to trust and have faith that whatever we are going through right now is for a reason. So this card is asking you, if you chose it, maybe you're so tense because you're so angry and you wish things were different. Or maybe you have a governor, like we do in New Jersey, who is not making any sense. and hasn't been. But instead of getting angry, instead of being angry, the word that I keep hearing. So instead of being angry, can you call upon your Creator, the divine, and just ask him to spread light and prayers and love on the situation, because you know that God's in control, and you know somewhere inside of you that God has your back, and everything is temporary and in the end going to work out for the highest good of each and every one of us that are doing our part. Are you doing your part? That's what God is asking. But God is also asking you to surrender to the outcome because you're not in control. So if you chose this card, it's just a reminder. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Be gentle with yourself. And know that you're not in control of the outcome. God is asking you to step aside. Now, of course, if you're hearing this message and it's not the global pandemic and it's months and months later, think about a situation in your life where maybe you're trying to control the outcome, and understand that sometimes when we hold on so tight to this outcome, we make it worse. But if we let go and let it just flow in the energy that it needs to flow in, eventually we will see that blessing. Let's look at the card right before it, that we need to see, and realize that once we stepped away and surrendered to the outcome clearly showed itself, and it wasn't as bad as we thought. So that's those cards, 1 and 2. And card number 3 is asking you to be optimistic. Whatever's going on right now, whether it is when are we getting out of the house, we're in this quarantine for 2 months, is this virus ever going away? Is there a cure? Or, it's like every other sickness, right? So sickness happens. Can you look at this in a positive light, in an optimistic light, knowing that it's temporary? I see that good is coming. Good is going to be coming, so I have to just count my blessings, know that God's in control, and know that good things are going to happen as I keep my mindset optimistic. Can you do that? That's what you're being asked to do. If it's not the global pandemic and it's just general, you're looking at this months from now, what area of your life maybe have you been looking negatively upon, and can you switch your thoughts to happy, positive thoughts? I'm not asking you to ever ignore anything or be evasive or put your head in the sand. But when you choose to look at something in a more positive way, you do see miracles and results. I know from experience. When negative things have happened in my life, I have chosen, because that's all we have is our choice. I have chosen to switch my victim mindset or my negative mindset, switch it up, make it positive, and really hold in my heart that God would make sure I'm going to be okay. And it always worked out. Somehow, some way, it always did. And when you do that, optimism, I ask you to do that with ease and grace. I will share a very funny, quick example. I was asking for a flow of income to come. And I kept asking just that, this flow of income to come, this flow of income to come. And eventually what happened was I had a flood in my basement, and the flow of income came through the insurance. But what a mess. It was such a mess. And what I learned was I want to ask that with ease and with grace. That switches it up. I mean, I didn't say to God anything. I just said, I want the flow of income. So it came, and it was almost like, ha ha ha, you asked for this. This is what you got. You didn't tell me you didn't want it in this stressful way. So you got it how you got it. So make sure you're crystal clear in what you're asking for, and keep those thoughts optimistic. So again, I wish you a happy Mother's Day if you're a mother and you're listening to this. And if not, just have a great day with your mother if she is alive. And even if she's not, call upon her spirit and ask her to be with you today, which I'm sure she's with you every single day. And I wish you a great week, health, and stay safe. Bye-bye.